Welcome to My Zone Online School. My name is Teacher Precious and I'm with my friend here. Say hello. Okay. The theme for this week is public transport. But before we begin our lesson, let us sanitize our hands. Let's sanitize. Okay, let's rub our hands. And we spread out our hands so that we don't touch the next person next to us. Okay? And remember to social distance. And when you are going out, always wear your mask. Our lesson for today in English is going to be verbs. We are also going to talk about the O sound. We are going to learn about creative writing and sight words. Let's now turn to page 16, where we are going to talk about verbs. What is a verb? A verb is a doing word. It's a doing word, or we can call it an action word. We have different examples. You can clap. It's showing an action. So clapping is a verb. You can run. You can sing. All those we call them verbs. And we have verbs given to you in that box. We have gives, know, starts, and all the other verbs listed there. Now, this is what we are going to do. I want you to choose a verb to complete the given sentences below. I'll start by doing number 1 and 2 with you. The first question is, Baruch says dash many pets. So, you are going to choose a word to complete that sentence. I'll do it for you. Baruch says has many pets. Then the next sentence, Edwina dash running at 6 a.m. What do we say? We say Edwina starts running at 6 a.m. That's for all about our lesson for verbs. I want you to complete the remaining questions using the words in the box. Thank you so much, grade 2s. Let's now turn to page 17, where we are going to talk about sounds. And today we are going to talk about the O sound. And we are given different words with the O sound. We have blow. We have how. And all the other words given in that box. So this is what we are going to do. We will read them first. Blow, how, show, down, and all the other words. Now you read the sentence and fill in the given words. Let's do the first one and the second one. Did you hear the coach dash the whistle? What is the answer for the first question? The answer is blow. The coach blows the whistle. So we say, did you hear the coach blow the whistle? Okay? The circus stopped at the small dash. The circus stopped at the small dash. Okay? The answer here is town. They stopped at the small town. So I want you to do the remaining questions, choosing the given words with the sound O, and complete all the sentences. Now let's turn to page 18, grade 3s, where we are going to fill in the sound O to make sound words. Okay? We'll make words by filling in the sound O. We are given 2 examples. B. So, the sound O was added to make it bow. Then we have a C, where the sound O was added to make the word cow. Let me do the N and the V. If we take the N and we add our sound O, we will come up with the word now. Okay? Then we take a V and we add our sound O to make it a vowel. So I want you to do the remaining ones by just adding the sound O and come up with a lot of different words. That's all about the sound O. Please complete the given exercise in our booklet. Let's now move on to page 19, where we are going to learn about creative writing. Creative writing can also be called composition. Composition. I know it's new to you, grade 3s, but it's very interesting. So we are given some guidelines to write a story. In a composition, we are going to write an interesting story. Use the guidelines provided below and write your own story of 5 to 7 sentences about traveling on safari. What do you do when you are writing a composition? Here in our booklet, it's written, a good story has an introduction. You tell us what you are going to write about in your introduction. Then in the middle of the composition, this is where you are going to write all the other things that you can think of about your topic given. And then we have an ending. You now end your story to tell us that this is the end of my story. Okay. It is written also in our booklet that before you start writing in your book or on a piece of paper, you must plan your work. You don't just write. Okay? A plan is given. Here are some guidelines to help you plan. We are given a guideline. Where are you going? You don't just say safari or you don't just say Etosha. You tell us, I am going on a safari to Etosha or to Okapuka Range. Okay? Then you add some of the sentences that you might think of, or you can tell us why you are going there. Maybe you say, I'm going to see the animals. Then how are you getting there? You tell us how you will arrive. And a composition is a continuous story. You write a sentence, you end here. You must not come and write number 2. You also don't number a composition. When you write your sentence, you end here, you put a full stop, you space, you continue. They can continue, some can come up to here. So it's a continuous story. Who is going with you? You can tell us about your classmates. You can tell us about your grandparents and your parents. What are some of the things you are packing to take with you? You tell us, because it will be hot, I'm going to carry my sunglasses, hats, and cooler bags. So this will work as your plan to guide you write an interesting composition. That's all about composition grade 3s. Thank you. Let's now turn to page 20, where we are going to talk about sight words. What are sight words? These are commonly used words. Commonly used words. And you use them without sounding out the letters. You use them every day. You don't need to sound the letters. We have examples like I. We also have is. We have so. Then we have the. As examples of sight words. But we have a lot of them. We are given some sight words in the box, and you are going to fill in to complete the given sentences. Let me do the first 2 with you as well. We will dash the football game. What will happen? We will win. Okay? We are given a sight word, win. So, we will win the football game. I was dash when he left. I was sad. You can be sad, you can be happy. I was sad when he left. That's all about sight words, grade 3s. Now you go to our booklet and complete the remaining sentences using all the sight words in the box. Thank you so much. Thank you very much for today's lesson. Now it's our time to sanitize our hands again. Let's sanitize. And spread out our hands so that we don't touch the person next to us. Then we spread them in front as well. And remember to social distance. And when you are going out, always wear a mask. Before we say goodbye, let's call our friend Zoshi to say bye.
What is social distancing? Hi everyone, I am Zoshi, and I'm back. It literally just means that you need to stay home all the time and keep away from crowded places. And remember to keep your distance from your friends too. Everybody stay safe. Yay! Till next time. Bye!
Akili, 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 akili.
Wash away the germs. Akili and Happy Hippo have come to play with Little Lion. Little Lion doesn't want to play. He's afraid of germs. Germs can make you sick. Don't worry, Little Lion. We will get rid of the bad germs and then you can play with us. They hunt for germs high and low, inside and outside. But the germs are nowhere to be found. What are you looking for? Asks Miss Shrub. We're looking for germs, says Akili. Germs? Germs are everywhere. They are so tiny that you can't see them with your eyes. When you touch something dirty, germs hide on your hands. With water and soap, you can get rid of the germs and make your hands clean. You must wash both sides of your hands, under your nails, and between your fingers. We will wash away the germs and make your hands clean. Akili, get fresh water. Happy Hippo, get soap. Wash, wash, wash with water. Scrub, scrub, scrub with soap. Rinse, rinse, rinse with water, and the germs will be gone. Akili and Happy Hippo run to tell Little Lion that they found a way to get rid of the germs. After we go to the toilet, after we sneeze, when we cook, and before we eat, we wash, wash, wash with water. We scrub, scrub, scrub with soap. We rinse, rinse, rinse with water. And the germs will be gone. Now we can play all day because we know how to keep the germs away. After all that playing, it's time for cake and tea. But remember to always wash your hands before you eat. The end.
BBC's Smart Money program presents an exciting new technology segment dubbed Smart Tech.
Ghana have a problem of unemployment, also the problem of housing and schools under trees. Now Plus wants to use the problem of plastic waste to solve the problem of schools under trees, housing, and create more jobs for the youth in the country.
Bonjour.
Hello, I am Sao Duniang, director of the Palms Luxury Boutique Hotel in Dakar.
J'ai commencé.
I started by cleaning a toilet. Today, I am the manager of my own 5-star hotel boutique with 60 employees.
Étoile.
To give more people access to these life-saving vaccines, South Africa and India have proposed a waiver of COVID-19 patents. And the move seems to be gathering momentum after receiving the backing of the United States. But even if the patent waiver is indeed granted, can Africa manufacture these vaccines at scale?
Many countries that have passed their first peak of COVID-19 are experiencing a second rise in cases. Is this a second wave of infections, and could even more waves lie ahead? Previous pandemics might give us a clue. The 1918 Spanish flu was the most deadly pandemic in modern history. It killed at least 50 million people. its second wave was the most deadly by far, killing millions more than the first and third. More recent outbreaks, such as SARS and swine flu, have also had 2 or more waves, so it looks like the COVID-19 pandemic could have several too. The World Health Organization has warned about the dangers of a deadly resurgence. Many countries and places have seen infections accelerate after bringing their first waves under control. These rises aren't necessarily new waves. They could be spikes. Spikes are rapid rises in cases that aren't sustained, whereas waves happen over longer periods and often contain several spikes or peaks. Second waves only take place after a first wave has retreated. Many scientists believe more waves are inevitable and think a worse one could hit during autumn or winter. Some other coronaviruses spread faster when the weather is cold. If this is the case with COVID-19, it would put health systems under huge pressure. Many people are still vulnerable, and immunity to the virus might only last a few months for those who recover. It's also possible that mutations to the virus could lead to new waves. Hundreds of mutations have been found, and some could potentially make the pandemic more severe. One mutation may have already improved the ability of the virus to bind its spike proteins to human cells. This strain of the virus appears to unlock cells more easily and has become dominant around the world. It's unknown how the virus will continue to change, but further mutations could make it even more dangerous and harder to control. A reliable vaccine would help solve many of these problems, but it may take many months or even years to find one. Until then, we all need to make long-term lifestyle changes to protect ourselves from further waves. How are you learning to live in a world with COVID-19?
God said. It's interesting to see if we have a look at John 1. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. In other words, what I see drives me to go out what I say. And I believe this is the goal of our Bible school, to teach me to see. And I dare to say what you see must change your heart. Because you cannot move out if you don't have a changed heart. By the word of God, everything is created. God wants you to speak the word so that things can be created. Say to your neighbor, created.
Hi beautiful people, this is Nikita Winkler and I am here to share easy tools for stretching that you can do just about anywhere. This is a demonstration, so what's most important is that you take enough time in each position that your body requires to release its tension. So let's get started. In this session, we will be stretching the ankles and feet. So first I'm going to spread my toes and make sure that my feet are grounded and aligned with my knees and my hips. And what you can also do here is lift one toe and then the other ones. This is really good exercise to strengthen the muscles in your feet. From here, we're going to press forward to open up the ball of the foot. And we make sure while we're doing this that the ankle doesn't sickle. By pressing towards the big toe to align the foot, the ankle with the knee and the hips. Next, we're going to go into ankle rotations. We're going to do both ways. You can do this on the floor, and for more freedom, you can take it off the floor. You can also do all of these stretches sitting for more comfort. And then we're going to tuck the toes to stretch the front of the ankle. So in this stretch, give pressure to the front of the ankle. You'll feel the stretch in the toes and in the ankle. And you don't have to keep it for too long. Also make sure that the ankle doesn't sickle in this stretch, but that you're pressing towards the inside. Right. Now we're going to go into foot massages. First, I'm going to massage in between the bones of the toes to open up the foot. And then I'm going to use my thumb to dig into the arch of the foot, giving it circular motions or whatever feels good. And then I can go to the heel, again using enough pressure and using the thumb. Right. If you position yourself comfortably for your foot massages, you can take as long as it feels good. So thank you for joining me. Don't forget to breathe and happy stretching.
A very big hello to you, ladies. It's great to be with you on the show again.
Yes.
Welcome to Living the Life. Marriage is where the work really is.
That's the main.
So no matter how exhausted the event planner is after, oh my God, I did such a beautiful wedding. She did the wedding. That's not the work.
You understand?
The work is the couple now.
The uterus begins to shrink back to its normal size. It takes about 4 to 6 weeks for it to get down to below the umbilicus level, and 4 to 6 weeks if you're breastfeeding. So that's another incentive to breastfeed.
4 to 6
Oh
weeks.
yes.
You're wondering, love, what does it really mean? Someone is telling you, I love you. But if you love me, show me that you love me.
Investing in marriage takes a real hard work. It's not something that you just wake up and feel like, no, because I married my best friend. It's not automatic that the marriage is going to work.
On the Gold Coast of West Africa lies the peaceful and diverse nation of Ghana. I'm pretty close right now to the geographical center of the Earth. It is also one of the last pockets for elephants in the wilds of West Africa.
You know, every country in the world just about has cattle, sheep, goats, horses, donkeys. But it's only Africa that has the real megafauna, the charismatic stuff which people in the rest of the world want to see. The passion that the staff have for the job.
There's value to a bird which brings birders to a place like this. I mean, this is a birding paradise. We see an intrinsic appreciation and joy from seeing the wildlife out here, but not everybody does.
You can't get to Moli and then will not be passionate about what we do, because you'll be the only one left. Everybody is passionate.
The only worthwhile war, the war against destruction, the war against loss, the war for peace, for balance, for inclusion.
It is out of my way. Buffaloes, elephants, tigers, atadis are still in existence.
If Mole fails, then Ghana is without wildlife.
Join me as we journey to the untamed wilderness of northern Ghana to meet these last defenders.
The people within the law enforcement agencies don't really know. You're talking about a roan antelope. Somebody thinks it's just like a goat.